Hi all, since it is the holidays, I thought it'd be a great time to talk about presents, but not that kind of presents, but as in awareness. Sorry, that was cheesy. So, really, presence, in a sense, is all there is. And so, in a sense, it's really mostly what I am entranced by and in love with. The experience of being alive and really being here for what's happening in the world is in reality all there is. So if our attention is pulled from that, it's the biggest FOMO ever, because what we're really missing out on and what gives us that feeling of kind of being lost or like missing out on our lives, or that life is passing us by, is that disconnectedness from the reality of now, which is what we call presence, right? So I've been really taking a look at things that tend to really grab my attention away from what's happening in the moment. And there are a few of them, and I'm kind of routing them out. But the biggest one for me, and I think for other people as well, is my phone. And I wouldn't even consider myself a big phone person. Like, I don't watch movies on my phone. I don't really even talk on my phone. I do text and voice text. I don't even have the messages turned on my phone for voice messages. I just wouldn't say I'm a huge app person either. There are things I use here and there. I really try to use my phone as a tool rather than it using me and making me into a tool. Especially with Vivi, having a small child, I just really don't want to miss out on her and her life. And even being someone who I would categorize myself as a limited phone user in general, I still notice it really, really can get addictive and take my attention, and I can just become unaware for a while. So that's something I've been really looking at lately. I remember a speech, I think it was Steve Jobs gave quite a while ago, obviously, about making the iPhone sort of indispensable in everyone's lives so that we would have it with us all the time. And at the time he made that speech, that was clearly not happening. And boy, did they really create that reality. Most people have their phones all the time. It's so rare to go anywhere, and even a restaurant, and you see people not talking, they're on their phones, and they can be really, really useful, but they really can be attention grabbers and take our attention away from life, which is what's happening right now. So that is something that I have, like I said, been looking at recently. And so I've been trying to really take back my power. Not trying to, I have been reclaiming my power in that area. So I'm looking at the reasons I have my phone around and how can I replace those with maybe other things or other actions that don't require me to have my phone on me all the time. I want to undo Steve Jobs' mission because I don't want to be tied to my technology all the time, because it's such an attention and presence stealer. So one of the things that I do with my phone is I use it to check the time. It's just become a clock for me in a lot of ways, and I'll flip it open all the time just to see what time it is. And so that aspect can be so easily fixed by wearing a watch. I just bought this watch. It was like $10 on Amazon. I actually love it. It's pink, it's comfortable, it's just analog, and I love that I can just, at any time I need to know that, just take a quick look, and I don't have to have my phone on me for that particular purpose. So that's been working super well. I do feel like I'm a fortunate person in so many senses, but one of the senses is that I don't have to constantly be on a screen for my work. I do need to check it periodically during the day, but really setting aside times where I know I'm going to be checking it alleviates that kind of anxiety of like, oh, what if something's there I need to look at? I know I'm going to be checking it, at certain periods of time during the day, but that also alleviates the need for me to be having my phone with me all the time and just sort of unconsciously, addictively looking at it. So hopefully that was helpful. Merry holiday season to you guys, and I'll see you next week.